Hi guys, and welcome to part 3, the final and last part of the Red Pig project. This has been a long project, but I'm real happy with the result, and at the end of this video we'll be taking it for a spin and giving it back to its original owner. Enjoy! Hello guys, thought I should show you how I managed to fit the coils to the engine like this. It's pretty easy actually. They're under sturdy, and this is just a threaded bar that goes through all of them with the aluminum spacers. It's the same on the underside, only the center unit here is welded to the fuel rail, so it's fixed. That one is made from aluminum bar, like 25 millimeters bar that I cut into 5 centimeters or 50 mil, and then I machine it off a little bit. So yeah, I'll just show you. So there, cut it off, and then I'll take it over to the lathe. There's a lot of stuff here now, so like so. This is the hole for the fixing. So it's all drilled through. This is 6.5 millimeter, as the threaded rod is 6 millimeter. So I want to have a little bit of slack. So now I'm gonna mount this one in the mill. So I got the piece turned out on the edges, make it a little smoother to handle, and now I'm gonna mill off a top portion of this. A little bit more. Get that nice little edge over here. That's gonna help us fix the coils so they stay sturdy. So here we have the coil, and the reason why I flattened this side is that it will fit together like this. It will come from the other side, like so. And then you see our bolt hole lines up quite nicely. And also from this side, it's no problem. As you can see. So this flat side will stabilize the coil sideways. So it will make the two coils that are attached to this bar stable, and since we are running a threaded bar through both of these holes, it will stabilize all four coils. So it's an easy thing as soon as you get it figured out. This one will be welded to the fuel rail like so, and I will have the fuel rail lying like so, and put just a weld on the top, and that will fix this coil pack pretty sturdy. So after making all the aluminum spacers just from straight aluminum tubing, and this part we machined, it's gonna be welded on the fuel rail at that point, and that should be quite good, quite symmetrical and quite nice. And we also clears the connectors and the plug wires. So yeah, now it's just a matter of welding. So my setup is like this. Got everything marked and clamped, ready for welding. And I'm gonna run pressurized air through the fuel rail while I'm welding to keep the temperature down, because I got the injectors fitted. This part is welded between two injectors, and I also will have a wet cloth to cool everything down as fast as possible, just to make sure I don't melt the O-rings on the injectors. So you will hear like a aggressive sound, so I'll cut the audio on the camera while welding. So just a quick and dirty aluminium weld. This will hold up plenty. Now it's even cold, so now it's just a matter of stacking the coils as we saw them on the lineup. So this is the final result. Everything is mounted. The coil pack is sturdy and is symmetrical. You got 4 on each side. Connectors will clear the throttle body. Had to put this connector on top. This one is on bottom. So, but that's just details. No worries about that. Everything will be hidden under the airbox cover, and the only thing viewable will be the spark wires, plug wires, and that's just nice. Yeah, so I'm really happy with this. I'm gonna let everything cool down and start on the wiring. Hi, so I'm back at it at the Red Pig over here. Wiring's going great, and today I'm working on the aluminum intake. Last video I showed you that this is the setup as is. There's a bunch of loose wires and stuff that's got to be tidied up, but got all the spark wires hooked up, and all the connectors for the coils is hooked up, and connectors for the injectors is hooked up. Also made ground wires and the trigger sensor wires. So I thought I should be looking at the inlet cover, if you can call it that. It will go over here, hide the most of the mess, and hopefully will get the engine bay to look a little bit cleaner. So today's work has been cutting out sheets of aluminium, and also cutting them to size. So I made 2 that are identical, put a little spot weld on them, and machined them to the right so they have exactly the same shape. And now I have made a hole for the throttle body. It will be like this, and I think this is really nice. It's a nice fit, and it covers up all the connectors and the coil and all the messy stuff. So did take a 3-inch aluminum tube and pressed it out, because the throttle body is a little bit bigger than 3-inch, maybe 3.1 or something small. Not huge, but you can see it's pressed out a little bit. And then I made a flare on top. So this one is supposed to go like so. You see, it's clean down to the throttle bore, and then you have a little bell mount inside the house. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and now it's about staging everything in the vise and welding it together. Hi, so back at the Red Pig project. I have done a lot of stuff outside camera, just because there is not so interesting stuff to see me hooking up wires and doing all small stuff. But I'll give you a small recap. Fuel temperature and sensor is coupled up, air inlet temperature sensor, coolant temperature sensor, all the sensors, and also coils, injectors, everything is hooked up. Now I'm working on a relay rack for everything, and it's time consuming, labeling every wire in both ends, and yeah, chugging away. So latest news is fuel pump is up and running, spark and ignition is all good. So yeah, now it's just a matter of of buttoning everything up and hook up the throttle pedal inside the car. I have had it operational outside the car, and the throttle body, everything works as it should. So now I just have to pull all the wires inside the car and mock it up for the last time inside, and make a bracket, and yeah, just a lot of small stuff that needs to be done, like small brackets, small connections, make small parts to the right finish. Extremely time consuming, but we're getting there now. So hopefully it's not far away from a startup. So all the sensors, everything is programmed in the computer and everything works fine. So and the fuel system is also complete. So we have fuel supply from the pipe down here, goes through the fuel rail, loops on the back side, goes back to the fuel pressure regulator and return line. So as per day, I need to make a oil cooler bracket and fit the oil cooler, and I need to button up the wiring. I need to find out what type of connectors from the old harness that goes to the gauges inside the instrument panel, and that's pretty much it. And yeah, so also made this inlet to go over here, something like that. So hides most of the electronics, and also the air filter is tucked away down here. It's a K&N filter, but I don't like. They look kind of, yeah, custom, if you can call it that. So I'm gonna put it over here. A lot of fresh air available, and it doesn't take all the view. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'll report back when more stuff is done. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Hi guys. Been a long time since the last time I had the opportunity to update you, but this is where we're at. Everything is connected. Just missing the air temp sensor because that's located in the airbox, but everything is up and running. Everything is filled up with oil, coolant, and we're getting real close to trying to start this for the first time. I have cranked it over earlier to just verify that I have the RPM signal and that the magnetic pickup is functioning as it should. And you can see we have the lambda online, also the coolant temp, and every other data coming into the max CCU. So I will just do a temporary hookup with the ignition wire, and we will try to start it and see if it runs correctly. So now we have over 1.5 bar of oil pressure, and I will connect the last wire. Let me see which one it was. So now I'm gonna activate the fuel pump, and then we should be able to get this car running. Hopefully get this car running. Okay, I'll try once more with the fuel pump connected. Now we know where there is oil in the engine and everything is circulating, so that's always nice. Wow. That was real smooth. That's fuel pressure and fuel temperature. It's a lot of stuff burning off, but that was as successful as I could ever want. It started right up. It idles quite high. The setting says 900 RPM, but it idles at like 1300, 1400. So it's probably some parameters on the throttle body, I guess. That's a lot of stuff on those electric throttle bodies. And for the moment, I do not have any accelerator pedal connected to this system. That may also make it out of whack, I guess. So, but I'm really happy about that. The Red Pig is making some steam again, and can't wait for finishing up everything and doing the last finishing touches, and it's ready for the road. Hello guys, this is me back at it with the Red Pig. I'm guessing this is maybe one of the last clips I will make from this car. It's starting to get real close to the finished product. Everything underneath the hood is done. The inlet is made, and air cleaner is placed, fuel lines, everything is up and running, tested. The coolant system is vacuumed and filled up, and it's all good. Tested all the functions on the ECU, the electric fan, every like outputs that you can program that we have
decided to use on this one is up and running. The throttle body is up and running. Had some difficulties with the Bosch throttle body. It was, excuse me, not the throttle body, but the pedal, the gas pedal. It was too big. The meaning was to hang it on the torpedo wall, and it was downward facing. That was not the correct one for this car, so I ended up buying a Hella pedal from Audi. I think it was a Q3. Yeah, I think so. Also, the same pedal is used in some Mazdas and stuff, and that one worked real good. I made a bracket for it, and this is how it gets placed in the car. So here you can see I managed to tuck that carpet underneath it, and it looks quite good. So real happy with that one. And yeah, car starts right up, runs good. Idle control is working. Haven't dialed everything in because that takes a lot of time. But now I think we are ready for one of the first test drives. So yeah, hang on, and I'll start it up and drive it out of the garage.
Hi guys, just wanna have a small little recap. This project has been going on for about a year or so. Been a lot of fabrication, a lot of special parts, custom parts, stuff like that follows along when you do a complete build like this. The project was meant to be a used car project, like nothing shiny, nothing polished, perfect, just a user's car. The owner wanted it to be functional and practical to use in everyday life. That's why we went for the Max ECU. With all modern electronics, the car behaves just like a modern car. Starts right up, idles. It also compensates if you let go of the clutch. It automatically keeps the RPMs up to the desired level. You can easily put the car in first and drop the clutch, and it will just start moving. It was a really smooth process tuning it. It was much more easy than I thought it was. I've been doing a lot of ECU programming computers earlier in the 2010, 2015s and so. A lot of different brands. A lot have happened since then. The Max ECU was really nice. Also there is a lot of video missing of production of parts, because there is a whole bunch of small parts that needs to be made, and at the end of a build like this, it's a lot of things happening. Something doesn't fit right, you have to do it all over, stuff like that. So I have gathered some pictures, especially the throttle pedal, the bracket for the pedal and stuff like that. It was the last thing that was ever that was made, so that's why there is no video of that, unfortunately. But the owner is really happy. He's enjoying his car. It's summer now in Norway, so it's just the perfect time to get it back. And I just want to thank you so much for following along and being a part of this. So yeah, really appreciate it. Have a good day.